morning, Magic Tribe. So, I have things to share with you. Um, so one thing that I woke up with, just under my tail, like fire under my tail, I wanted to share, is this idea around abundance and the spiritual journey. And so we just had a conversation about this in our Lemurian leadership meeting the other day. So, and for those of you who don't know, so there's we're doing the open enrollment right now for the Lemurian School of Remembering. So there's the first level, which is Remembering Lemuria. You can find all about this in the link in my bio. First level is Remembering Lemuria. Second level is Rising Lemuria. And the third level is Lemurian Leadership, which we are just finishing now. And then there's a fourth training, which is the Lemurian Alliance. And this is the fullness of the vision that I was gifted for creating this space where people can come together to realize and actualize more and more of their full potential. And so this conversation came up in our leadership group the other day around abundance and around financial abundance in specific. And someone shared that they were feeling residual resistance and felt like it was coming from Atlantis around being seen as spiritually affluent and worrying about manipulating other people and worrying about misusing the power that comes with influence and that comes with having like having money and just like the worrying about charging for your spiritual gifts. And this is a huge thing. So first of all, yes, many of us have had past lifetimes where we have been on one end or the other of misuse of power, because that has just been the story of humanity as we evolve. And so some people have been the victim in that dynamic. And so they have been, this is a lot of the Magic Tribe in some senses. And so they have been persecuted, they have been shamed, they have been killed even for sharing their spiritual gifts. And many of us have been in both of these experiences. This is definitely not an either or situation. And then other people, and so this first group of people feels like they don't want to charge for their services. They don't want to put themselves out there to offer services. They don't want to actually be like legit and be like, yes, I have a skill, you should pay me money for it, because in the past that has not turned out well. And then there's the other side, and like I said, many of us have lived in both spheres. So the other side of this is that we have been put people in positions of power, and we have misused that power, and we have had slaves, or we have manipulated other people, and we have used money in a way in which caused us to have other lifetimes of intense poverty in order to counter that. And so there are several parts of this, and I've never talked about this before, so this is a totally new I think about it a lot. And so number one, yes, I too remember a time when we would offer our gifts, and it was a gift economy, and it was a barter. It was not even a barter economy. It was a gift economy. And like Jesus on the street, like sharing his healings for free. Like, yes, I remember all of that, and I long for that to be a reality. And in some ways it is, right? Burning Man is a gift economy culture. The only thing that you can buy at Burning Man is ice and coffee, and everything else is gifted, and it's not even bartered for. And this is a huge piece. It's not even like someone comes and they give me something and then I have to give them something in return. Or it's not even that someone gives me something and then I feel like I need to give someone else something in return. It's a gift. So this is really healing the divine feminine within all of us, whether you're a man or a woman or not gender identified. Um, this is healing our ability to receive. And that is important. And that is just not where we are as a culture of humanity yet. So we're still living in a dynamic where money is how we determine value. And so, as spiritual beings, as people who are aware, and as people who have spiritual gifts and wisdom to share, the way in which we empower this shift of shifting from a consumer money based dynamic into one of gifting and sharing and all being in our power is that we work with the system that is. And so we infiltrate the system. And so when you step forward and you say, I have this healing ability and I am charging for it and I'm charging X amount of money for it, you are actually creating a glitch in the matrix because you are offering another option besides the traditional culture of control, the traditional collective ego around technology, around cars, around designer stuff, around stuff. And so when you're offering a spiritual experience, you're offering a transformational experience that can actually change someone else's lives. They're not just paying for the time that they have with you, whether that is through a course or a session or whatever. They are paying for the ripples that your energy, by engaging with them, can cause. They're paying for a life experience that is going to change their life forever. And this is super, super important. So when we offer that, we're creating a glitch in the traditional paradigm, and people can actually vote with their money and they can say, this is important to me. It is either as important as having a nice car, or it is more important than having a nice car. I'm a both and person. I want you to have that transformational spiritual experience and have that nice car. So, and it's really like, for me personally, I have some really interesting ways. Money is not bad, right? Okay, so money is a currency, literally a current of energy that moves within and around us. And so for me, I use this. I'm collaborating with this energy. And so there are people that I go to their page and they're selling a course and I look at the payment options and I'm like, okay, I can totally afford the full investment. And I actually decide to choose the payment plan because I want to pay them the difference, right? Because usually a payment plan is about $160 to $100, maybe $200 more than what you're paying in full. So you kind of get an advantage if you pay in full. So, but I'm like, no, like the value that this person has given me through all of the content that they put out on the internet, I'm like, I want to pay you. I want to pay you more than what you're asking for because you have helped me so much. And I'm in a state of overflow. Like I'm in a state where I can do that. And it's a really, really powerful thing. I'm also part of a membership, so I pay a monthly fee for an experience with a person. Sometimes I don't even open those emails, but it's the simple fact of being connected to their energy field that allows me, that being in that energy current, being in their energy field, paying them every month is me being like, I'm connected to this. I'm saying yes to this. Whether or not I actually ever watch those videos, it's like I am connecting to that. So, and that is what gives me the fuel to do the things that I do. So I just want you to really tune into your views around money. Another thing that you'll hear me say often is that the universe will never give you an inspired idea or prompt or motivation to do something that will change your life without also giving you the resources to be able to do that. So look around. Abundance is everywhere.